They're giving money away here with these fights because Darren Till's absolutely I'm not being funny, listen, I'm talking about professional boxing level. At the level he's at, he's done all right. He's got decent balance, throws a decent backhand from the southpaw stance. But let's be honest, this would be a mismatch. The guy called Darren Till, he's been calling me out. He's been chatting shit, basically. Someone sent me a clip of him fighting a guy called Masvidal. He was asleep. Is he woke up yet? Is somebody find Darren Till? Is he woke up? Can you imagine? See, this is what I'm talking about. You've got someone like Till calling me out. He's getting absolutely ironed out by Masvidal with half a punch that's clipped him on the chin. Can you imagine if a professional boxer, as myself, my sort of level, you know what I've done, you know where I've been. Can you imagine if I hit him with a right hand or a right uppercut straight on the very lane? It would be absolute wipeout, game over. Problem is for Darren Till, I've been retired 11 years. I'm not interested. I don't want to fight anymore. Don't call my name out to give yourself credence. Listen, if the money was there and it was big enough, I'd certainly take a look at it. But for now, Darren, one, you'd get demolished, and two, there's no real bunts in it. Just pipe down about the Cobra's name, and after watching that and the fight of the weekend, you need to have a fucking reality check, mate.
What happened with Carl Froch? You called him out. He's sitting there. He responded on his YouTube channel. Was that ever discussed? I saw Kaller Sauerland of Wasserman say he was going to go to Nottingham and sit down and talk to him last week, so that probably would have happened by now. Any idea what happened?
Eddie Hearn is definitely potentially interested in the fight. Well, he would be. He's one of the smartest businessmen out there. We can't take that away from him, even though he's a top G, top Mong, top alpha, loves he's got a big ego. But I didn't know Carl was at the fight, to be totally honest with you. And then my coach got in the ring and said, Carl's over there, going obviously, make the fight. And I went over with a lot of aggression and intensity, and he was sat there like he wasn't bothered eating an apple. Well, if you're not bothered getting you certainly are bothered, because you're making YouTube videos and stuff like that. So there's a sense of, again, it's the ego. I'm not bothered about that until, well, you are a little bit bothered about me. You're turning up to misfits. Like you're a professional boxer where you guys all sort of look down on misfits, which is fine. But there's a sense of, yeah, you're interested, so get in the ring and let's face it. He's definitely intimidated by me. And it's that thing again, as a boxer in his heyday, if we'd have come up against each other, he's one of the best boxers to come out of England. But don't start saying this and that about him, mate. You're talking about me getting choked out by the absolute cream of the crop in the world. I have fought, there's no better fighters that I've fought the highest levels. But you're going to say about me getting choked out, do you realise what I could do to these normal boxers? Does he realise 10 seconds flat he's just getting totally strangulated, begging for his life? That's what I could do to Carl, and there's nothing he could do about it. And this is not to say, this is just facts.
And so do you think that there is a chance that this happens, or do you think that that ship has sailed?
I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not begging no one for fights. I certainly won't beg Jake Paul, and I certainly won't beg Carl Froch. I'm not interested in Carl anymore. I'd probably at this point decline the fight with him.
You're not coming back though?
Potentially.
I've seen that Darren Till thing, yeah.
Yeah, what do you reckon? Darren Till?
I thought Darren Till would beat you.
Yeah.
You're too young and fresh.
You think?
Do you think?
I think I'd jab his head off.
Easy
work for the
genuinely.
Cobra.
Do you actually think you'd beat
Genuinely, I just think, get behind the jab, you won't get near me, I'll walk him into a shot.
Do you actually believe
gone.
that? Genuinely?
Genuinely believe it.
You think? I just think he's too big and too young.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion. You can think what
genuinely,
you want. Like,
genuinely.
I respect your opinion, but me personally, the level I've been at in professional boxing, you're
Do you think he's any good?
You're asking an MMA fighter to stop using his feet, stop using his headlocks, stop using his chokes. I'm taking away 70% of his arsenal, his artillery, and all he's got now is his hands. He's not a bad striker.
No.
Till's a mismatch. Honestly, it's just whether I can be asked.
I know it's his channel, but
and Till's not a big enough name. He's not done anything. If he does something, and then people are like, "Oh, I know who Darren Till is."
What would you get paid? What would you get paid?
I don't know. It'd be on pay-per-view, wouldn't it?
What would you do it for? How much?
It'd take a lot to get me out of retirement.
How much? You got some money though,
How much would it take?
Have you got money?
I've got a few quid, yeah. It depends what you think.
How much?
Just Google my net worth. They're not far off with their estimate.
Me and Bellew are friends. I like Bellew, but Bellew's also like, world of boxing, Carl would turn him over. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. Let's just get that out of our heads right now. He wouldn't. He wouldn't at all. That needs to just go straight away. At this point, it's just every day I just see an interview, and it's him interviewing someone, and it's their opinion. And every time they give an opinion of me, and they're dismissing me a little bit, and I'm just like, yeah, well, as well, don't be dismissing me. So it's basically just like that to everyone in the boxing world right now. Yeah, every single one of you. If you're not in my fight corner, my fight team, then that's what I think of you. Exactly that.
Yeah, I see this crossover fight because I don't think UFC fighters have good hands when it comes to boxing. Boxers grow up boxing. They're used to distance with the hands, used to movement.
That's all they're using.
Yeah. So for him, you know, all of a sudden, I want to be a boxer. I think it's going to be more difficult for him. So you have a good chance.
This particular guy's only 33 years old. Bit bigger than me, 6'1", heavier. So bigger, heavier, potentially probably not stronger than me. I'm a machine.
Yeah.
I'm like genetically gifted and all that.
And it only takes one punch. And they're not good defensive fighters anyway. They go for the okie doke. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Give him one of those.
Give him a little feint. Yeah. Couple of feints, good foot movement, walk him into a shot.
Yeah.
Probably dominate him with a jab.
They don't know about body shots either.
So what are you thinking? Easy work for the Cobra?
Easy work for the Cobra. Can I be your coach, please?
Jump in the corner, man. Easy money for the Lewis machine.
Yeah. I want to be his coach.
Let's have a team,
all right,
man.
just go out there and knock him out.
I don't think it's a fair playing field in a boxing ring, if I'm being totally honest. I mean, Carl's a former world champion. He is a unified champion. Froch was a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, so if it's in a boxing ring, I don't think that's very fair on Darren. But if it is, you know, if them two were to meet in a dark alley somewhere, I don't think Carl's coming out the same.
Carl's not fought for 11 years. I know he still looks great and he hits the bag, but no one's hit him with small gloves for 11 years. And, you know, Darren Till's a young 32. I'm not quite sure.
Would you like to see that fight between Carl Froch and Darren Till?
I would invest in it. I would remortgage my house to see Carl Froch, Darren Till, because I know the press conference. Like I haven't done this for 2 years, but it's those type of fights that kind of make you want to do it. Like I put my hand up to this. Look, I want to do this because I wanted to see Darren Till, Luke Rockhold. So I would give anything to see Carl Froch later. I did my list of my best ever top 5 British fighters. Carl was number 4. I don't think he realizes how much I like him. So to see him lace him up one more time against Darren Till, dude, he's almost saved the scene a little bit. Yeah. I almost felt like if KSI weren't fighting and we haven't really seen Slim anymore and Dean the Great and all the names that we remember, it's like, okay, what's going to happen? And then up steps Darren Till and he beats Anthony Taylor, then he beats Darren Stewart, and all of a sudden we've got a new star. So I feel like he's done really well.
Even at 48 years old, retired 11 years, it's a mismatch. And I just think, behind the sharp jab, plenty of feints, I just think it'd be an easy fight. And this might piss Darren Till off if he sees it. He might think, cheeky bastard, whatever. Like, he lost the plot tonight, and he does tend to switch, doesn't he? The switch goes, and he loses the plot. He jumped over, he was on the top rope, where's that shit-ass Froch? And I was like, hiding behind security, like, messing around, like, oh, I'm scared. But nonchalantly eating my apple. And I thought, I can't get in the ring, because it's going to really look like, one, I want the fight, which I'm not really that arsed, and two, he actually bothers me, which he doesn't, because when you're a 4-time world champ, unified Hall of Famer, you don't worry about people like Darren Till, he's not really a professional boxer, although he's having a go, he's looking all right. But then he started talking gobshite down the mic. I was already out the building. I didn't do a runner. I wasn't scared for those haters that are going to go in the comments and say I shit myself and ran off. I didn't. I couldn't be arsed with the bullshit. But I'm sitting here now, one of the chief guys at DAZN is a very respected broadcaster for proper boxing, but you also do the Misfits. And are you saying actually this fight would like genuinely have some interest and some value?
I think you probably know it does.
Carl Froch takes out Till obviously all day long. Carl Froch is a world champion boxer. He's a Hall of Famer. You know, the guy's just a hard Englishman with a granite chin. You know, your Tills and the likes, great at what they do, great at their discipline. Don't get me wrong, but you know he's not standing up to someone like Froch. Froch is is probably the most underrated fighter of my decade, of my era, let alone of the boxing era as it stands. So you don't want to be on the receiving end of Carl Froch. So that I can tell you.
Misfits, Carl Froch, and there's Dan Till. Obviously, Carl Froch, 48, 12 years retired. Dan Till can clearly fight. It's obvious he can fight. Eddie says he likes his matchup. What do you think?
A great matchup. I don't think Carl Froch will do it. He's had, 12 years out of the ring. I don't think he'll do it, but it will be a great matchup. Darren Till is both, again, entertaining outside the ring and inside the ring. He does everything that's needed. But I don't know.
Could you imagine a build-up though with Carl Froch?
It would be unbelievable. Carl Froch, Darren Till, it would be, you know. Remember the build-up to Carl Froch against George Groves?
I do, yes.
This would be, Darren Till is an even more almighty wind-up than George Groves, so that would be very interesting.